Hello and welcome to the Adam Val YouTube channel. I've probably had Virgin Media for 15, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. I feel like I've had Virgin Media forever. We're going to be swapping from Virgin Media to Sky for a few reasons. However, I do really like Virgin Media's internet service. Yes, it's played up. Of course the internet service has played up. It's had days when it's not been very good, but I'm sure every single internet service provider at some stage has played up. But it's been really good, reliable, really strong signal. We need quite a high internet signal in this house, like a high bandwidth is it called, because the boy works for a gaming company and he needs a lot of internet and some speed. That's my phone there. It's probably Sky telling me they're on their way. We're swapping for a few reasons from Virgin to Sky. On the internet side, I'm a little bit nervous, I won't lie. I'm a little bit nervous switching the internet. But Virgin TV, it's become a little bit dated. If you've got Virgin, look at the menu system, look at the menu bar. It looks quite retro, but not retro in a cool way. It's more retro in a... You need to update your systems. It's getting a bit slow, it's getting chunky. The colour of it's like a maroon sort of colour. It's not nice, it's not modern. I want it to look a little bit fresher. So the Virgin menu system I've never enjoyed. So hopefully Sky's one a little bit fresher. The other reason is we're swapping. We've rejigged our front room around a little bit, and because we've moved the sofa further back, we need a bigger TV. And Sky are doing their Sky Glass at the moment, and you can get quite a big TV in with your monthly price of your Sky TV. So it should be here soon. That was probably Sky on there saying, look, we've been delayed, sorry. I don't know. But we're going to be testing out the Sky TV. I'm going to decide whether it, even if it looks a bit fresher than Virgin, is it any better? And then later down the line we'll test out the internet, because at the moment the internet's not going to be changed until about 2-3 weeks from this video. The internet's not going to be changed for about 2 weeks, say. So we'll test that out later. But on this video we're going to go over, is the Sky TV Glass, Sky Glass any good? We will see. And let's look at that Virgin menu system, because they're so dated. Virgin, come on, get someone in there, get someone that knows what they're doing, looking a bit fresh. Because I wouldn't mind coming back to Virgin one day. I'm not one of these customers where I'm going and never returning. I don't have no loyalty to set brand. I go with what provides the best service. And at the moment, on paper, it looks like Sky provides the best service for the TV. The internet is a different situation. We will see with that, because I think Virgin are the fastest in land, didn't they? You can get their gigabit speed and all this now. I think the highest Sky goes up to is 500 megabytes, I think, and that's if you're lucky. And Virgin's is like, I can get a gigabyte here with Virgin. With Sky, the best I can get is 500. So we'll see how that fares. There's only a certain amount of speed you actually need before speed becomes irrelevant. Because if you're on 1 gigabyte and you're only using 200 like megabyte speed with everyone in your house on their devices, going up to 5 gigabyte or 10 gigabyte, it starts to become a little bit pointless. So we'll be testing that out on this channel in a minute. The Sky Glass is hopefully on its way. Hopefully Sky don't let us down and we end up going back to Virgin. But Virgin, if you're watching this, Virgin Media, sort out their menu systems. Don't make everything feel so chunky and clunky. Make it feel a bit fresher and a bit modern. And get some designers in that know what they're doing with menu systems and stuff, and make it a little bit more modern. Let's look at the Virgin one so you can see what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to move out of the way in a second, but I'm just showing you the setup here that we've got at the moment. This TV's 49 inches, I believe, or 43 or 4. I threw the control. Why did I throw the control? I was like, what's that doing there? This is the Virgin control. Because we've moved the sofa back further, we needed a bigger telly, and it was a bit of a win-win at the moment. We changed from Sky Glass, we get Sky Glass, we can get a bigger telly, I'll get it bracketed on the wall. Everyone's a winner. But this is the Virgin setup, and you can see by the colour of it, look. Hopefully that's coming out. That's not black and white. Black and white would look better. That's like a purpley sort of maroon sort of colour. It's an horrible colour. The control is very dated. Look at the state of that for control. And everything on here just feels a bit slow and rugged. Look at the colouring tones. I really don't like the colours. We've got like a purpley and a purpley. I think you can change it, I think, somewhere, but I ain't got a clue. The menu system's too slow to get to anything. You've got all your, where's the TV guide? So the TV guide's here, all channels. It's just, look at it, I don't like the look of it. It's personal choice, I know, but I don't like the look of it. And it's the colouring and stuff, so hopefully Sky will do better. Let's see. So the TV's arrived there. This is the old TV in front of the new one, as you can see. It's quite a lot bigger. It does come in the box. Sky kindly provide this, and this is the wall bracket, so you need to provide your own screws and bolts and drill bits and drill and stuff, but you can put that on the wall, and that apparently will hold a 65-inch TV. I'm sure they've tested it. I hope they've tested it. It don't look enough, does it? That don't look enough to hold. Oh, I'm sure they've tested it. I have to take their word for it that they've tested it. But we'll get this on the wall and we'll test it out. Got delivered okay. I have no issues with the delivery. They brought it in for me. We have no issues there. So here's the box, and it's really heavy. You need to be careful. You need at least 2, maybe 3 people to help you move this and put it on the wall. Box extremely heavy, really big box. I found the best way to open it though is like this. Sky Glass, the review of it, the pros and the cons. We've been using this probably about 2 weeks. This has been installed about 2 weeks now, and I've made some notes over them 2 weeks of pros and cons. It's my own handwriting right there. So we're going to go through the pros and cons at the background. It's just playing a 4K YouTube video. I just thought it'd look nice, so you can maybe see it in action. We're going to go over the pros first, then we're going to go over the cons, and then you can decide yourself really whether this is going to be good for you or not. We do have, like I said, the 65-inch bad boy version for my circumstances and how far our sofa's gone back. Perfect size, I think. Maybe a little bit too big, but perfect size for me. So let's go over the pros. First pro, I'm going to be doing some reading. So no satellite dish whatsoever. Literally no, it works over internet. No satellite dish whatsoever. Second point, good connection. Right, so at the start when I was using this, we was using it over Wi-Fi. Perfect, worked fine. We was getting 4K when we wanted 4K. Perfect, no issues. I have now plugged it in to the internet router just for a more stable connection. Even though before on the Wi-Fi we weren't having no issues, but I just plugged it in. Like with stuff, if you've got a choice to plug stuff in that's like your computers and stuff like that, stuff like laptops and iPads, don't plug them in. And your phones, don't plug them into the internet. But if you've got like desktop computers or TVs that can use being plugged in, or even PlayStations, Xbox, they've got the option to plug them into the router, you'll get a more stable connection. That's a pro as well. The connection of it is a pro. Next point, I've put sound and quality of it. So the sound, you get this sound bar at the bottom that runs all the way across the bottom there. Fantastic. It's fantastic. When it was first on, I thought one of the cats in the kitchen, which is the next room over there, was jumping on the side. No, it was the sound bar. It's got this surround sound bar, and you can hear things around you. Sound, I would give a 9 out of 10. The video picture quality, again, I'm only coming off of what I had before, and I can only rate it to stuff that I've already got, like the TV we've got upstairs, and I'm finding the picture quality fantastic. Right, so I've put on this a pro, the remote control. So this is the remote control you get with it, and I like it. It's simple to use. You move it a little bit, it's got sensors and it's got light on it as well. So you've got a light on the remote control, you've got a button there, you can talk to it and all this sort of business. I quite like the remote control. Yeah, it's a decent remote control. It's not got no fast forward or rewind button, but you just use this little circle thing. It's not touch sensitive. You just use this little circle thing, backwards and forwards, etc. Control, no issues with that at all. So I've put TV service. So the services you can get with this, if you've got your Netflixes, your Amazons, your Disney Pluses, your iPlayers, your ITV Hub, your all 4 on demand, all that sort of stuff, you don't need nothing extra. It's all in there within the apps of the telly. They've got all your main apps. However, one was missing, and that was I couldn't find it personally myself. I couldn't find it. Was the Channel 5 one, and I was a bit confused by that because I thought Sky owned Channel 5. I might have that wrong, but there was no Channel 5 app that I could see. It could be there. I can't say I use it often, but it could be there. So you've got all your apps. You don't need an extra device to have like your Netflix and your Amazons and all that. Voice control. Right, so the next plus is the voice control. Like I said, you can press the button on there and speak to it. Yeah, play, whatever you want to play. However, the TV just has one on itself where you don't even need to touch the control. You just talk. And I'll show you it. I've turned it off, and in the cons I will explain why I turned it off. But there's a button on the side of the telly. You can turn it on or off. So now I've turned it on. So you just say, "Hello, Sky." And it comes up there. Like that, like you can see there, pretty instant, and it picked up my accent. And what do you want to do? Do you want to put your volume up? Do you want to change the channel? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You can just literally sit back on your sofa and say, "Hello, Sky," and it's going to pretty much do what you ask it to do, and you don't even have to shout, you just talk quietly. The reason I've turned it off, I tell you in the cons. I turned it back off. So the last pro on my piece of paper that I've been writing over a couple of weeks is the overall price of the package. So I've just interrupted myself there just to give some quick rundowns of the prices so you can see how much I was paying for both Virgin and Sky. And there's a rundown of the prices. A couple of points to note. I have got Netflix Premium on them both because we was paying it before. Sky do the premium for £8. So there's a little bit of a saving there, so that's why I've added Netflix into the packages. Both of these also include the internet as well. The Virgin at the moment, my monthly bill is £105, but then we're obviously paying as good as £15 for Netflix, so we've got a total of about £120. On the Sky, there's a bit of a breakdown there of how much everything costs, with the broadband as well. The total of just the TV package is £60, but then if you add the broadband into it, we're at £102. One more point to note, the Virgin one does have 2 boxes, so I'm paying for 2 boxes. So if I add one of the Sky Pucks to the Sky, we're looking at £112, making the prices pretty much the same. A couple of quid in it, not much. It's about the same price. Back to me on the video. So you ain't paying much more basically than your standard Sky package, and you're getting basically it's not, but it feels like you're almost getting a free TV. That's kind of how it feels, because I'm paying exactly the same price I did for Virgin, same TV channels, everything like that, and I've got a free TV. That's kind of what it feels like. So the package I had on with Virgin, I'm pretty much paying exactly the same price, and I've got that. So for me and my circumstances, the overall price of it, I'm not going to say it's fantastic because nothing's cheap nowadays, but it's the same price that I was paying before, so I'm not paying more money. I've not got an extra £50 a month, I've not got an extra this, I've not got an extra that. The overall price I think is good. I will go on to the cons now with price as well, which we're going on to now. Cons, let's turn this piece of paper over and get through to the cons, because this is the stuff you might be interested in as well as pros. This cons to stuff. So the first con is the added cost. Like I said, the last pro was the overall price. A little bit of a con with Sky, I think, is you get these little added costs they chucked in. So there was something called the Sky Experience. So when I was signing up to that, he goes to me, "Do you want the Sky Experience?" And I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "That makes you full use of your soundbar, and it gives you 4K as well. Like this is playing in 4K. If I didn't have that Sky Experience, which gives you the Dolby Atmos for the soundbar, and it gives you the 4K Ultra HD, you need to pay £5 a month for that." And that didn't sit too well with me. I thought that should be chucked in. I think if you didn't pay it, you'd still have the soundbar, but you wouldn't have the surround sound. You'd still have HD, but you wouldn't have 4K, as I'm reading it. So £5 a month for that. Yeah, just be wary of these little added prices, and also the Sky Pucks. You can have, if you want Sky in multi rooms, in different rooms, and you've got 3 or 4 different rooms that all want Sky. I think they said you can have up to 10 of them. However, each one of them's £10 a month. So if you want telly upstairs as well, with all the Sky, literally the same as this, but without the telly, you get this little box that's about the size of that. You can put next door your telly upstairs, plug it in, and you get all your channels and that. Just be wary. Each one you have is £10 a month. I think the first one's free. Not free, £10 a month. The price of it's free. The second one's £50. So if you want it in 4 rooms, say, you're buying 4 pucks, that's costing you 150 quid because you get one free, and then you're paying another 40 quid a month. Just be wary of that. So I've put on this on a con, no recording. So you can't, like old school, it feels old school now, even though it was a big thing 2 months ago for me. You would go through and you would record all programs you wanted. We all do it. You record that, yeah, look, there's that, I'll record that, I'll watch that later. After stuff I never watch later, but you record it, yeah, I'll record that, I'll do a series link on that, I'll do this, I'll do this. We had this got no memory on it basically, you can't record anything. Getting down to it, on our Virgin one, it was stacked up as stuff. We was constantly deleting stuff because we were recording stuff 6 months later, forgetting we've even recorded it and thinking we've got to sit through and delete them. With this you can't. However, you can add stuff to your playlist. So you've got, oh, well, the remote's in my pocket. So you've got that little red button that's got a plus on it. If you're watching a program, and it could be any program, and you think, oh yeah, I like this, I want to watch the rest of them, you press the plus. That's all you do. You just press the plus, and it will give you basically a series link, and it will add it into the menu system. I'll show you in a second, but it'll add it into the menu system, and it will. You got your series link right there. I'll show you it now. So you've got your thing like that, you press the home button and that takes you straight to the home. So if you want to see the setup, this was like I said, I was just on YouTube. So we're on home. So you go down, you got your TV shows, you got your movies, you got your sport, you got your kids, you can go along with the control. You go down, you got your TV guide, so you can click your TV guide and you've got all your stuff, you can go all channels and you get all your TV guide here. And it'll play down there the last thing, I guess, what was playing. You go back again. You've also got some picks, so this is obviously like another sort of TV guide bit. You've got live sport this week, so it's giving you what live sport you got this week. I don't watch much sport, but that's there if you want it. And then you've got your playlist, so this is everything we've pressed the red button to. It goes into this is your playlist, so if you click that, your playlist, you can see all the stuff that we've added to the playlist. So we've added, this is the wife adding this stuff. We've got William Shatner, The Unexplained with William Shatner. But because we've pressed the plus, the wife's pressed the plus on this, on one of them, now if we click it, we've got every episode. So it literally lines up every episode you wanted of that. We've got other stuff, we've pressed the plus button on, and they're all there. And it's also got stuff you've previously watched. So I was watching this Richard Pryor concert on Netflix, and that's added there as well. So stuff you've half watched, like we've watched a couple of episodes of Vikings Valhalla on Netflix as well. That's added into there as well. So you're thinking, oh, what are we halfway through watching? It's all there for you. That's good, I like that. And your purchases as well. So if you purchase movies, I guess, off Sky Cinema on that, that'd be there as well. And then you've got, this is Sky kind of pushing you towards what they want you to watch, and it's top 10 picks this week and all that sort of stuff. And then here you've got your apps. So you've got YouTube, you've got your Netflix, Channel 4, iPlayer, Disney Plus, Prime Video. You've got this one here, so if you want to connect your PlayStation, Xbox, whatever to it, you'll have that there. You've got Peacock, never heard of it. You've got your Sky Store, ITV Hub, Apple TV, whatever that is. STV, no idea. Discovery Plus, you've got some more connections that you've got off the TV. You've got Spotify, BBC Sounds and all these sort of ones, news and whatever. Like I said, no Channel 5, is there? That one can see, no Channel 5. And then down here you've got collections, I guess, playlists and collections, and you can buy movies and all sorts. And if you really want to, there's probably some games that probably don't work that well, like Crossy Roads and stuff. And then down here you've got your settings and your standard stuff like that. Overall, it works very well. But that was on the cons, because there's no recording. But I've shown you how to get around that. I don't know how long stuff will last in the playlist now. So if you add something to the playlist, I can't tell you. You'd have to look into that yourself, how long it actually stays in the playlist. So another con, but a slight pro, is when you sign up to this package, you get no adverts for a year free. What that basically means is if you watch something off ITV Hub and it's got the adverts, you can fast forward them adverts. We've done it a few times. It's really handy. You fast forward the adverts. That's a con. That's a pro, because they give you that for a year, and you think, oh, I've got that for a year. However, after 12 months, if you want to keep that service that you're going to get used to in 12 months, you've got to pay £5 a month to fast forward the adverts. £5 a month, or sit and watch the adverts. And some of them ones on ITV, Channel 4 and that good 5-6 minute advert I've had before. So you can fast forward them if you want on certain things. But you're paying £5 a month. First year, you get it for free. But I think that they're almost saying, yeah, look, have a look at this. They know you're going to use it. So they know next year you're paying £5 a month. Another con, it don't bother me for how our setup is in this room, but the TV is quite thick. So it's quite a thick TV. It's not a flat, it's not like a picture frame on the wall TV. This is a thick TV. So that could be a con for you. And now we're on to voice. I've put voice down in the con. Because like I said, the telly's got its own built-in, it listens to you when you're sitting down. If you say hello Sky, it's popping up, it knows straight away you want to talk to it. However, it's a little bit too sensitive. I'd say far too sensitive. We've sat on that sofa there and we've had conversations. Sky's trying to get involved in the conversation. It's popping up, it's trying to change channel because it's heard us say something that sounds similar to hello Sky, and it started trying to change the channel and trying to listen in. It's always listening basically. The reason I switched it off, it was getting on my nerves. Another con, right, so while I said the connection and everything's been almost flawless, a few times of note, and it's best pointing this out, it has crashed a few times and basically it just freezes. It seems to sort itself out. I don't know, 30 odd seconds later, it'll be back to normal. It's happened about 2 to 3 times in about 2 weeks. I did speak just because I was in a high street and there was a Sky man there. I said, you know that TV, it has frozen a couple of times on me. And he goes, there's always updates and stuff coming out. It just might do that, mightn't it? It might just do that. Our Virgin box used to freeze as well. It's just how it is. But it weren't annoyingly. It's the odd time. And it's never been when something's playing. It's more like you've changed channel or something. And it's like I said, it's only happened 2 to 3 times in 2 weeks. So it's happening about once a week. Right, so that's pretty much all the cons. I thought I had something written down there, but that's something totally different. I've started doing the shopping list. That's pretty much all the cons. Would I recommend this? Yes. Would I recommend this if you don't have Sky? Yes. Would I recommend this if you've already got Sky? Yes, because you should look at the telly. I love that telly. Of course, you can connect your computers and all that sort of thing to it if you've got it. So I'd recommend it. I like it. I'd probably rate that as it is at the moment, just the TV. I'd give that an 8 out of 10. Whereas before my Virgin setup, I probably would have given a 6 out of 10. So I'm more than impressed with it. So this last point that I'm going to go on to, and this is, I know it's a long video. Last point here. This is, you only have to watch this bit really if you're a Virgin customer changing to Sky, because there's a few points that I need to make out. If you are from Virgin moving to Sky, a few little bits to be wary of. You got to be a bit clever. I weren't that clever. I got hit hard. So if you're with Virgin and you're changing the Sky, or you're with any other service, you're changing the Sky, this bit's for you. If not, I hope you like this video. We'll see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe, it helps the channel out. So right, if you're with Virgin, like I was, and I didn't want to mess the internet up, I didn't want to mess the services up, so I didn't phone Virgin beforehand and say, hey look Virgin, I'm leaving, I'm going to Sky. No, I waited until Sky was installed, and then I phoned Virgin and said, hey Virgin, I've gone to Sky, basically. And they said, yeah, it's all right. First of all, they tried saving me. No, we can give you the best deal. We got a laptop under the table here. You want a laptop? We take 20% off. We take 20 quid off. I'm not interested. I'm leaving. They're like, all right, 30-day notice you've got to give us. They did give me a bit of attitude. I had no contract with Virgin, but they gave me attitude on the phone when they knew I was definitely leaving. They started to give the attitude. I thought that was Batman. I saw that red, white, and I thought, hey, ain't Batman on it already? I just sat and watched that. So they gave me a bit of attitude, offered me deals, like I said, and then they hit me with this 30-day contract. So for a month of owning this, I've got to pay Virgin and Sky. So I'm paying me Virgin and Sky for a month. So I'm done. The Virgin boxes are all down there. Actually, one's down there. I think I've put the others in the cupboard. So they're just sitting there, and I've got to pay for them just to sit there, basically. And then they give me attitude with I've got to return the stuff. So they're like, if you don't return that stuff within 2 weeks, you're getting a £100 fine. This is Virgin saying this to me on the phone. So I said, where am I going to send them then? What do you want to do? Drive them down to your head office and put them outside? They're like, we'll send you a box out. But they was giving me attitude. I didn't like Virgin's customer service there. Length of, right, so I've written this here. The length of the call, and I can prove this because it'll be on my phone log. The length of the call I was on the phone to Virgin just cancelling the service was 30 minutes, 6 seconds. And I can prove that on my phone. If someone wants it proved, I'll prove it. But I was on the phone to Virgin 30 minutes and 6 seconds just trying to cancel the service and get everything sorted. And like I said, last bill. And then Virgin said to me, right, if there's any money we owe you for the bills or anything like that, we're going to do that 45 days after the 30 days. So I've got to give them 30 days notice. I pay for that. I pay for that privilege of a 4 months service cost. And then they said 45 days after that 30 days, if there's any money due on my account, they will give me it back. They're making the rules up as they go along, I think. Last bill, yeah, return stuff, I've done that. And if the stuff's returned, obviously, then I won't get a fine, will I, if I return the stuff to them? But I've got like 2 weeks to return it. So no, I didn't like Virgin's customer service when I wanted to leave. And since then, someone else phoned me about a week ago. That would have been a week after I've already left Virgin. And they said, you sure you want to go? Because we'll offer you an even better deal. And they offered me a deal which was like, my Virgin bill was £105. £105, I think, it's just gone up. Virgin bill, £105. Someone phoned me up from Virgin and says, we can do it exactly the same thing for £45. So they was taking a good £65 off to save me. So if you want to save a tips here, if you want to save money on Virgin, tell them you're leaving and then wait for someone to call you. But that's it. That's the pros and the cons of the Sky Glass. I'm really liking it at the moment. I'm really liking it. We have no issues, major issues. If you like this channel, if you like this content, remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Sorry it was a long video. Sometimes videos are just longer than others.